Hi Reiki Hearts, this is Dailey from Healing Heart Reiki, and today we're here to talk about abundance and do an abundance meditation. So abundance is a huge topic, and I think that that's what makes it something that's so juicy to drop into, because with abundance we're talking about everything in your life that allows you to feel really good and in flow. Abundance can mean money, abundance can mean having your home taken care of, abundance can mean fancy things, or it can mean a feeling that's in your heart. So the thing is, I think as energy healers, as practitioners, it's important for us to understand a little bit more about the mindset of abundance, because right now there's so much happening out in the world and so many of us are going through so much that I think it's important for you to really get this idea of how you can continue to work with your own abundance even after this 45 minutes or half hour that we're spending together. So abundance actually lives in the second chakra. When we talk about our energy centers in the body, your root chakra is Muladhara, is your base chakra that is located in the lower half of your body. And that root symbolizes your grounding, your stability, your sense that you are safe to be alive physically in your body in this world. That's a really important feeling. And the root chakra, also that energy center, connects us to our tribe, to our very bones, and to those support systems in our lives that allow us to feel like we are truly safe to be alive. The shadow of that is survival fear, and fear can come up in all kinds of ways, right? So that root chakra is the foundation for so much of what we are experiencing in life when it comes to us as thinking humans trying to make things happen. And on top of that is Svadhisthana chakra. That is the second chakra, which is also called the sacral plexus and the sacral chakra. That is where abundance lives. It is where we house our identity. So who you perceive yourself to be, who you really are inside, not just how you express on the outside, but who you feel yourself to be at a core level, and just the way that you are, the beingness of you. That identity is in the second chakra on top of that root survival chakra, right? All of your relationships with the outside world, relationships with friends, lovers, family, all of that interrelational stuff is second chakra. Now, of course, our life flows through all of our chakras, but I'm talking about the foundational places where this energy tends to live in our bodies, on the physical and astral planes. So the sacral plexus, the sacral chakra, holds those relationships, it holds identity, and it also holds creative aspirations, career aspirations, and wealth. The wealth that we're able to attract, work for, or accumulate all begins in that same chakra where creativity lives. Svadhisthana chakra, when translated, it means sweet nectar. So if you think about it, you've got this solid root chakra that's all very earthy, and then on top of it, sweet flowing nectar, moisture, water, flow. So when we talk about being in rhythm, when we talk about being in the vibe and the flow, go with the flow, we're really talking about being in that creative, fluid space where everything just feels really good and we're able to manifest easily on the earth. And with that manifesting, we naturally attract. So the challenge with this, of course, is that the shadow side of the sacral plexus tends to be shame. It tends to be other forms of fear. It tends to be a bunch of icky, feeling that we're not allowed to be who we are. All of this is connected in your abundance. And so what generally happens with people is, of course we have all of these other chakras above that all connect in with these roots, but your root chakra and your sacral plexus, those two chakras are really the foundation of your being as a human interacting in the world. And we tend to bounce back and forth between those base states. So you might find yourself in survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, you're just going, gotta get it done. You're needing things, you're crying out for things, you're wanting things, you're hungry for things. That's all root chakra in its shadow in survival mode. That's not a bad thing because it allows you to get things done. And sometimes you need to be in that space. But there's also creative mode. And that's when you feel fairly safe and you're able to want things and you want to get things done. You have epiphanies and ideas and creations that want to come into being. You're flowing and you just happen to run into this person and it's synchronicity, or you see something and it's like, oh my gosh, mind-blowing, like perfect signposts for everything that you want to be. That's being in the creative state. The creative flow state is fluid and easy. The survival state is hungry and gnawing and hard. But both states are states we tend to go back and forth between at different times in our lives. So we don't say that either of those states are bad. It's more of a matter of understanding when and how you're working with those states so that you can still maintain an overall sense of well-being and happiness in your life. So when we talk about manifesting abundance, I do want to really be clear that you can manifest abundance from a survival state. And you can also manifest abundance from the creative state. So even if you're in survival and you're scared out of your wits and you feel insecure and uncertain about things, you can still bring forth those manifestations. Because every state of being, every chakra that we're lit inside of has reflections of all of the other energies of our being. And that is so important because I think what often happens is we get into this space where we're very, very afraid. Like just today, I've connected with about 4 people already who have told me they're just really afraid because they don't have work, right? They don't have jobs, and they don't know how they're going to pay for things. So that kind of fear is overwhelming. And yet, it's easy to think with general metaphysics that you have to get out of that fear state in order to manifest. I want to tell you that you can manifest from that state too. It's a matter of understanding how to use that energy to really make things happen. So when we talk about like how to get into the abundant state, often you hear you got to raise your vibration. I actually think that this is something that I didn't understand for a long time, and I continue to play with this concept metaphysically. But when we talk about raising your vibration, what you're really talking about is getting out of the survival state where you're driven just to survive and raising up into the second chakra level of the creative state, where it's very easy and fluid for you to create and that you want to contribute things to the world because you see the importance and beauty of that and you have the compassion for others versus just needing to figure out how you're going to eat your next meal, right? But I also think that in addition to raising your vibration, getting into the abundance state is about shifting your vibration. So whatever base state you're in, if you're just in survival state, that's fine. But rather than being in the polarity where you are primarily grounded in fear, looking at, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? I'm never going to do this. It's not possible, right? That's that fear state vibration. And you just shift the polarity into safety. Like you still need to survive, you still need to figure things out, but instead of, how am I going to do this? It's never going to happen. You shift the vibration into the positive polarity of that chakra, which is, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to create stability for myself. I'm going to create well-being for myself. I'm going to create space for myself to feel grounded. So as we get into our meditation today, I want you guys to think about this. Think about your root chakra and your sacral plexus. Those are both lower in the body. Those are right there at your sexual organs, the base of your spine, your womb space, your gonads and ovaries. It's all very low, right? So every time we're talking about energy work, people want to go up, 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 up. And it's great to get those epiphanies and ideas and that wisdom. But the truth is, to actually manifest, to actually be in abundance, you got to get low, 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 low. So that is why we do grounding meditations. That is why if you're feeling super crazy in the world, bringing your energy down through your body, bringing light in and coming down through the chakras and grounding your energy into your base, into your hips, into your thighs, and even deeper all the way down into the earth, that is how you're actually going to find yourself more stable and feeling a lot more safe inside of that root chakra, no matter what's going on. Sometimes people think of abundance as having money. That's just a tiny piece of abundance, right? Abundance is this feeling of well-being. It's a feeling where the heart has permission to be open and the wisdom has permission to flow, and all of the desires that you have permission to be manifest for your growth, for your learning. It's a full communication in the body. But for all of that to truly happen on big levels, it's so much more helpful when your lower chakra, your root, is actually fully grounded and open to the earth. Because we're asking for manifestation on the earth plane from the world around us. It's not just like angels are sprinkling things down. Like they have to come through physical, like that energy has to come through physical manifestation. And so in order to truly manifest and be abundance, we actually have to be very, very grounded into our body. And that, my friends, is why there are so many things in the world of magic and metaphysics, so many spells and magic that are very tangible, that really work. That's why we take baths. You can take an abundance bath, because the abundance, like just getting into water, helps you to open into your body and relax your muscles and get into your root. Laying and sleeping or resting on the earth outside is going to help you get back into your body, get into that vibration of green, blue, all of these primary colors that feed your eyes and feed your chakras, right? All of these magical spells, lighting candles or oils, those are all to help you get into the vibe. Abundance is a vibe. It's a vibration. And I don't mean that as like just a new agey concept, like it's a vibe, man, like it is. But it's actually a physical thing in your body. If you are, if you put magical perfumes on your body and you breathe them in, those alkaloids from those essential oils go up into your brain. That affects your brain chemistry. All of this affects your brain, the neurons that are firing, the thoughts that are let forth because of that. And those translate right into your limbic system, into your endocrine system as chemicals, as pure chemicals that are flowing through your entire body. Because your endocrine system, all of those glands, the thyroid, the thymus, the adrenals, all of them, your gonads or ovaries, all of those are pumping hormones and chemicals through your entire being and helping you decide in each moment whether you're in a survival, flight, or fight, or whether you're relaxed, open, in natural oxytocin, endorphin state, and really open to all of that higher wisdom that's inside of you, right? So when we talk about raising your vibration or getting into the vibration of abundance, it's an actual chemical thing. And I invite you to think about that in your day-to-day life. Because if you think about it that way, you understand that in order to get into an abundant state, you have to do something, right? So dancing around the house, playing music. Music is a vibration, it's a sound. It will affect that energy field, and it directly affects, again, your physical output and your physical chemistry. So like dancing, just playing a really loud, crazy song, Spice Girls or something old like that, that's awesome. And moving, that will break you out of the vibration that you're in. So if you are trying to make that shift from one polarity to the other inside of chakra, like from survival or fear or the shadow into light, you can do these physical things. And if you're trying to make that shift from survival into abundance, you can do these physical things, and all of them, beautiful smells, essential oils, dancing, singing, taking a walk, saying affirmations verbally, all of those things are going to affect your mind, your chemistry, your heart, your well-being, and that's going to help you rise into those spaces. So let's see what time it is. Okay, good. So we're going to start our meditation in just a moment, but I hope that you guys are able to think about some of these things because they're very tangible things. So if you get up in the morning and you're kind of sad and depressed and you're totally afraid of life, you might just feel paralyzed, but you got to take a shower. Get out of bed and take a shower, right? Get that water going on your skin because that's going to move energy and get you shifting your state. And you want to raise that vibration, raise up into your creative state. Even when you're in survival, getting some of that creativity flowing is going to give you the creative answers and solutions that you need in order to manifest what you want. I have had many days in my past and in my life where I didn't know how I was going to pay for my rent, or I didn't know how I was going to eat my next meal. I didn't know how I was going to overcome incredible grief or incredible pain or fear. I felt paralyzed at times that the things that I wanted felt so far away. These are real things that we go through as people. And you can just sit there stuck in the same loops, having the same conversations, focusing on the same things. But to shift your vibration, you've got to actually do physical things that raise your state so you can get into the mindset to craft your way forward, doing things that will actually bring in what you're seeking, and just being in the vibe to naturally attract what you're seeking. Even if someone comes up to you and has all of the answers in the world, if you're not in the state to truly receive, you could be hungry but not in the state to truly receive, you won't be able to hear and process what that person is offering, right? And then you will continue to suffer. And that is why it's so important to start that work on the inside and recognize that you are the master of your mindset. You are the master of your state. It is you. And it can feel like the world is doing things to you, and it will, because it's a co-creation. But in that co-creation, you've got to rise up and hold your own and meet the world and give back to the world equally, right? You don't just take it and go, oh, you got to take it and then create with it, rise with it, do something with it. And to do that requires creative energy, right? So there are a lot of things you can do for abundance that include, again, daily affirmations, listening to songs, listening to subliminal soundtracks on YouTube, taking walks, dancing it out, getting into your body, clearing and releasing old stories and old mindset through therapy, through emotional freedom technique, theta healing, Reiki, thought work, journaling. These are all great ways to move out the stuff so you can see. But it all begins with a decision inside that you're not going to be there in that state. It's recognizing that state and knowing that you got to change it and getting out of it. So let's see, we got to do this meditation. We could just talk about it forever. I want to even talk about specific things. Hello, everybody. Hi, Molly, Katie, Katrina, Trina. Hi, Layla. Yes, I woke up and did some healing work on my root chakra to release some family money stuff. This is divinely timed for me. Yeah, there's so much. Hi, Danielle. Sequoia. Hi, Sequoia. Good morning. Yes, thanks. I like the earrings. Thank you. Thank you. I love these. They remind me of Jem and the Holograms. Do you guys remember that cartoon? Jem is outrageous. Ooh, Jem. So anyways, when it comes to abundance, oh my God, my throat's gonna like close up from talking too much. Don't worry, I'm not dying, I promise. Okay, so when it comes to abundance, something as simple as a meditation can really help, but sometimes that's not enough. You can do a meditation and still feel icky. That doesn't mean you've failed. That doesn't mean the meditation has failed. It just means you've got a lot more work to do to get out of that space. So I would like to offer this in case there are those of you that sometimes feel really stuck. You know, when I'm really stuck, sometimes I will listen to a meditation and I'm like, yeah, that's like water hitting a brick wall. Nothing's happening. So it's okay when that meditation is done, I do another abundance thing to get me out of that space. I may listen to 2 or 3 meditations in a tough day. Like I think a while back when I had like a really tough relationship situation going with a family member, you know, it was like, oh, and I didn't have answers and I didn't have ways forward, and I just felt really victimized and really hurt and really stuck. So I listened to a meditation that I love that usually snaps me out of things. Didn't work. Nothing. So I listened to a few more, and then I took a walk, and then I went to nature, and then I did meditation and mantra chanting. And it took all of that in order for me to shift that state. It took a long time, even though it took most of that day, and then I had to do more of that the next day and the next day and the next day. It was like moving a very heavy weight as I was clearing out something that had lived inside of me for a long time. And because of that, it took time, but I just stuck with it. I said, this is not failure, this is me growing. And I worked it and worked it and worked it. And then one day I started getting a stream of answers. I started getting solutions. I started getting perspective. So I encourage you to really own your state, decide where it is you want to be, how it is you want to feel, and go there. You might feel like, oh my gosh, I can't live in this situation. We go through that, and it's real. But you can make the decision to shift any situation that you're in. You can make the decision to be open to solutions, and then you've got to get into the creative state to actually be able to see and receive those solutions. Okay, so let's do meditation. You guys ready for meditation? I want to see a yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let me know, or I'll keep talking about other things. Are you guys ready for meditation? There's this funny light. I'm like right at a window, but it's so bright. Ah! So I have it closed, but instead now I have little spots on my face. Okay, I see a yes. Let's start our meditation. So there's a lot of abundance meditations. I'm just going to go with the one that feels really important for who we are today and where we're at today. And welcoming in also people who may not be live, but who are a part of community here and need that healing. So if you want to go ahead and put your feet flat on the floor so you can get really grounded. Remember, if you're stuck, really work on your grounding. Just begin with that. Put your feet on the floor. Go ahead, and I have to like stretch my shoulders out. Ooh, that feels so good. You can put your hands on your heart or in your lap. I like to put them in my lap, like cupping sometimes, or even in prayer position to activate your center line. And close your eyes. And we bring in light. Just kind of go up, imagine the same way that you would pray, just go up and imagine way, way above your head, way out above the atmosphere, beautiful light. There's sunshine light, there's sunlight from the sun, and there's like celestial light from angels and the light of Reiki, all of this wonderful light that we as creative humans are able to bring in. So go ahead and go up and welcome that light. We welcome Reiki. I'm welcoming Reiki for our community, but we welcome whatever light you need, whatever source you need for you. And start to bring it down. Imagine it coming all the way down in this beautiful stream through your center line, way above your head, making a beeline for you. And see how it feels to just soften your body and breathe in. Just as you breathe in oxygen, allowing your crown to be like a sponge that can fully absorb only the highest vibrations of that light. So breathing in and welcoming this beautiful soft light to come into your crown, to flow down around you, clearing your aura. Any stories that might come up, any thoughts that might come up, conversations you've had with people, things you're not sure about. Just letting this liquid light flow through all of it. breaking up those patterns of energy and those vibrations with pure light, bringing that light around and into your center line, into your crown. We bring in the light. We welcome Reiki light, and we welcome our angels of healing and abundance. We welcome the vibration and the healing gifts of our personal guides and guardians and gods, whoever they may be. Ganesha, Lakshmi, Oshun. We welcome light, light, light. Breathing in that light into our crown and third eye. Allowing a sense of love and well-being to come in. Imagine if you truly felt that you were loved by spirit, truly loved by benevolent energy that is constantly looking over you and holding you in wings of support and love. Breathe in that love. Just letting this energy start to stream down through you, all the way through your feet. So bringing that light in through your crown, your third eye, your ears, nose, and throat. Surrendering. It can be easy. There's no pushing here. Stop pushing. Just be. Let the energy just flow through, bringing it in, focusing on that stream of light. I'm seeing a golden white light right now, but you may see it in any color you need. Bringing that light into your heart space and your chest. We call that the breastplate of the high priest or the high priestess. So really bringing light, 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 and breathing it into your chest. As if you're really actually breathing in those molecules into your blood, into your muscles, into your fascia. Filling up the chalice of your heart. Bringing light into your transformational center. Feeling loved. When can you ever imagine feeling loved by the universe? Maybe when some sunshine was on you, or you felt the wind or a breeze tickling your cheeks or your hair. Just breathe in those feelings of goodness. Or maybe you've enjoyed the purring of a cat or a dog. Or the sound of birds in the ocean. Breathe into that and let those memories or thoughts spread a feeling of goodness through your heart and chest. We bring that energy lower. We welcome that light to flow all the way down into your solar plexus and your wishing tree. Your wishing tree is this little point in your diaphragm. It's a subchakra between your heart and your solar plexus, or center of willpower. So bringing light all the way through. Seeing how it feels to simply breathe in abundance. And welcoming that light into your solar plexus. Sometimes our stomachs get really overwrought with stress. You might have knots, you might have digestive things. If you're not certain, that can show up. So just hold your belly if that's the case. Hold it with your hands, kind of hugging yourself. How does it feel to just give yourself this love in this moment, and breathe in and imagine breathing in that light, molecules of light, all the way into your belly to help warm up, move, and release those feelings. Just let those feelings be what they are. Just take a moment to be with how you feel in your belly. Admit it to yourself, whatever you are feeling in your belly. Breathing in light to that space. Some of you may be releasing cords from that space, still finding your own willpower. What is it that you want? Maybe people have called you selfish for wanting things. It's okay to recognize that you are not selfish. You are self-oriented. And holding that boundary will allow you to be an even greater gift to everyone you love. So releasing stories from that space. Releasing fear from that space. Yes, you are allowed to express in the world the way you truly are and who you truly are. There is no such thing as perfection. There is just you. Bringing in light, 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 light. Breathing in light to your belly. And then breathing light all the way into your sacral plexus, that creative center we discussed. That's a few inches below your belly button. It's that whole space between your hip bones. That whole space in your body inside of your pelvis or your pelvic bowl. There's so much happening there physically and energetically. So breathe all the way down into that space. We bring in light, 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 light. I see that some of you simply need to sit and lay hands on that space and just be with how you feel in that space. So not trying to change, not trying to make it abundant and make it feel happy, just being with the feelings that are coming up for you in that space. And if you need to block out everything else that I'm saying, just to stay with those feelings. Breathing and being with those feelings, that is going to strengthen your abundance. Just to be with what you truly feel is sacred. It is sacral. It is being with the flow. Bringing in light, 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 light. Bringing in light, bringing in light, bringing in light. Breathing that light in. Just as you inhale, feeling and seeing light flow all the way down into that space, into your hips, into your sacral plexus, into your abundance center, into your abundance center. And then we've got to unlock whatever this abundance is and really plant it deeply into the earth so that it can take root and rise. So some of you may have living inside of your womb, your pelvic bowl, desires. In that sacral plexus, you may have desires. You may desire friendship. You may desire human touch. You may desire business success. You may desire money to pay your bills. You may desire peace and quiet. You might desire children. You might want babies. You may desire all kinds of things. You may desire answers to something that has plagued you, or forgiveness. Maybe you're desiring forgiveness. But open into what your desires are inside of that sacral plexus. Hold that space and breathe. And give yourself space now to admit what you desire so that we can begin to unlock it. Say it out loud. Say it under your breath. I desire. I desire. What do you desire? Say it out loud. Let that sacral plexus have a voice just for you. I desire. What do you desire? I desire. It can be anything. It could be milkshake. You want a milkshake? You want breakfast? What do you desire? You want a wedding ring? You want partnership? What do you desire? Letting yourself open up to your true desires. Nothing is too shallow, nothing is too material, nothing is too deep, nothing is too profound. It is all sacred, all of it. All of it is sacred. Let me bring in more light. Bringing light in so you can see what your desires are and feel them. I desire, I desire. And then give yourself permission to open even more deeply into your root. So perineum, anus, thigh bones, hip flexors, knees, feet, these parts of your body, bones, they hold the root chakra energy. So as you breathe in, begin to feel activation. You might even squeeze your anus. You might flex your feet. But breathe all the way into these spaces in the lower chakra, in the root chakra, inhaling light, seeing light flow through this part of your body, opening up the pathways so that your desires can begin to root. You can always bring your desires anywhere. You can wash them up through the chakras and back around. But today we're just going to open up your grounding so that you have energy flowing all the way into the earth, so that these desires have a chance to grow actual roots, so that you have the opportunity to actually develop more thought, more real life support, more real life relationships, conversations, community and tribal support, and that will allow the bigger vision to come through for you. So breathing into your root, we welcome energy and life force into your root chakra, into your thighs, into your center line. We welcome life force energy through your feet, pathways of gold and silver and white gold, opening all the way up into the earth through your feet, into the floorboards, into the earth below, the soil, past bugs, worms, wet soil, groundwater, hard bedrock. Inhaling all the way down. For you have an energetic umbilical cord to the earth. It moves from your sacral plexus, through your root, all the way down through the center, between your legs. It goes all the way down to the heart of the earth. This energetic, invisible cord of energy is what tethers you to the planet energetically. It's your gravity. And it holds all of this encoded information. So we simply want to run energy all the way down through our feet, through this center line, deep into the earth, past that bedrock, past underground caves, all the way down, 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 down to the heart of the earth, where your invisible cord plugs right into a glowing, warm, pulsing energy at the heart of the earth. So feel the long connection of your body to that energy. You up here, that loving earth energy at the core, way down there. And let yourself know that this earth source loves you. You may see it as a goddess, you may see it as lava, you may see it as a soft glow, but it is conscious, it is sentient, and it loves you, for it helped to give birth to you. Your body, your flesh is of that source. and it will always be there loving you and giving you light and healing and energy. So breathe up, breathe in and breathe up from that source through your grounding cord. Breathe up love. Breathe up the feeling that you are loved and safe. Breathe up this safety through the bottoms of your feet. Breathe it up effortlessly into your anus, your sexual organs. Breathe that love up, knowing that the earth is holding you. Allow yourself to feel safe. And as that energy rises up into your root and sacral, it picks up vibrational frequency. So as you inhale, allow that energy of being loved, being safe, to rise up and breathe up through your body, through your heart, through your solar plexus and heart, through your throat, feeling safe in your throat, in your third eye, in your brain and crown, even feeling safe from your heart all the way through your hands and arms. Breathing that safety up, 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 up through you and all the way out into your aura. Knowing you are safe. And today you're just creating this container of safety, this feeling of safety as a signature part of your aura, that you are safe as a signature part of your aura. So those beautiful desires that you began to touch into and unlock in your sacral, they now have space to play inside of your energy field and to grow and to create inspiration for you, to know naturally and intuitively at the right time the things that you need to do to manifest and the things that you need to do to relax and just receive. So breathing in safety, begin to very, very gently open your eyes very slowly so that you can maintain this breath of feeling safe. And just look at a piece of your body. Look at your own body beginning to track and trace into your energy, your creative energy and your core energy. And as you look at that body, it may be a piece of your thigh, it could be your heart, it could be your hands. As you look at that part of your body, simply say out loud and feel it as you say it, I am safe. I am safe. My feet are safe. My thighs are safe. My back is safe. My heart is safe. Whatever you would like to name, you are safe. My hands are safe. My thoughts are safe. And as you breathe and expand energy through your aura, feel this message and encoding moving throughout your entire energy field. And that the egg-shaped space that you're in is a safe space. And it's okay if it doesn't feel quite safe. It's transforming as you hold this intention and your body creates the perfect responses to manifest it. Your aura is safe. You are safe in this moment, in this space. You are safe moving through time. So bring your hands to prayer position. We're going to lock this vibration in Bring your hands to prayer position. You're just helping to lock that vibration into your whole center line from top to bottom, just by bringing your hands into prayer position at your heart. Feel that lock. And then you're going to take your fingers as if you're zipping up a sweater and start at your root all the way down, and just, you can even make a sound, and you're going to go and zip all the way up above your head with your hands, and you're going to push your hands out into your aura so that you're zipping that energy up in your field and making sure that you're affirming that your aura, everywhere you can reach, if you raise your hands out, that whole egg is holding the vibration that you are fully safe to be you, to find creative solutions to your life. So zip up, push out, hold that space. Finally, you're just going to hold your hands above your head like you're welcoming all abundance to flow in through the funnel of your arms. Eyes open, look around your space. If you're near windows, look outside, raising your hands up to receive the abundance that the world has to offer you. The brain is not involved here. This is pure energy. It's pure body. Your body is literally telling the world, bring me. I am ready for my abundance. I am ready for my abundance. So just look around at your space with your arms raised, open and receiving. Breathing into your heart, breathing all of that abundance that's coming into your heart. Exhaling into the earth, rooting that energy with intention. When you're ready, you can drop your arms and do whatever you need to do to go back about your day. And that is all, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is all. So I'll stay on here for just another minute or two in case you have specific questions about abundance. I'm just going to sit here and kind of wait for a moment to see if there's any specific questions. And if there's not, you're welcome to log off too. You're welcome to end the live on your end. Yeah, I'm wishing all of you so much love, and hope that you remember how abundant you really are, and that you're able to tap into that and touch that every day. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Just waiting, just to make sure if anybody has any specific questions. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, a fantastic question. How do you work on self-abuse blocking that abundance? That is a holistic piece, and it begins with, you can begin with one thing and just develop that thing by doing it again and again and again. And consistency is going to be your answer. So if you begin with mindset, for example, you might choose a set of affirmations and do it again and again and again. When I was really trying to heal some self-abuse pieces about who I am in relationships, I chose to listen to Abraham Hicks recordings. I actually transferred them off of YouTube so I could just put them on a track, and I would listen to an hour of Abraham Hicks recordings every day. I would listen to it while I was in the shower. I chose recordings that made me feel nervous, that made me feel emotional, like something was happening when I listened to them. Those are the ones that I record, and I would listen to them an hour every day to get the right mindset for myself around the way that I wanted to be thinking about things. I had had a whole lifetime of creating another perspective, so I needed to change that and change it quickly. And it took about 2 months of everyday consistent listening for an hour. I followed that up with energy work. So I would do a 20-minute meditation for opening my heart, and clearing my energy field of old traumas and wounds. That didn't just mean like, I forgive. It was like looking at those pieces, noticing them, and really diving into the emotions that needed to be released so that they could flow through my body. I absolutely believe that Reiki was a huge part of that, like having the level attunements and being able to just effortlessly flow energy into those spaces and cultivate deep awareness of where blocks were in my body. And I continue to do that work today. So it takes conscious effort to transform regular self-abuse, and you've got to change those mental tapes. And that's not a one-time thing. You do the same exact thing, not a million different things, the same exact thing again and again and again and again and again, to reset the mental tapes, to reset the mental perspective, to reset the voice inside that's connected to all of these sort of other emotional stories and experiences. I hope that helps. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I think we're at time, so I'm going to head off. I'm wishing you guys all love, and remember that we do have the Thursday classes every Thursday in here for free. And in the new year, I will start to put these on YouTube. So if you want to simply subscribe to the YouTube channel that doesn't exist yet, I mean, it's there. There's just nothing on it except private videos. You're welcome to subscribe to YouTube for Dailey Amani Little, and you will find things there as well. In the new year, but it'll be the same stuff, and then I will probably start putting meditations there. I have a really lovely sound healing that was done for me from this gentleman in Israel that is fantastic for body detox and healing, so I will be putting that up as well. Just getting my ducks in a row. Gotta ground so I can manifest. Okay, I'm wishing you guys love. The winter solstice is coming, and I am gonna do a ritual on Sunday, probably Sunday evening, maybe Sunday morning for that. And I haven't put the listing up yet, but it will be up today, and I will send some messages out about that. Okay, wishing you love. Bye.